In this episode of Road Trip Angler, we're heading out to Oklahoma to hook up with Dave Lindo from Oklahoma Kayak and Richard Penny and his son Jake. Woo. It's going to be an awesome show in search of big bass and Bigfoot.
We are on fish.
Fish on Oklahoma. This is why the Road Trip Angler came to Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm about to hit the state line. Yeah, we travel like a freight line. Drop the kayak in and drop a bait down. We make it easier than 1, 2, 3. You want the tips, want the tricks with the ones to see. Ooh-wee! Come on. Cause everybody wants to fish, but can't nobody make the trips. But don't trip, cause we gon' make it when you can't miss out. Road trip angle, only thing we need is a route, no doubt.
In this episode of Road Trip Angler, we have hit the road and kept those tires hot as we ran to Oklahoma. That was a little too, let me try again. We are in Oklahoma where cows outnumber people, and I hope the bass do too. I'm about to hit the lake. I need to, don't you laugh at me, bird. We're in Broken Bow and we're teaming up with Richard Penny and his son Jake, and we're also gonna meet up with Dave Lindo from OKC Kayak. It's gonna be a great Is he ripping around behind me?
Are you done yet? I mean, can we go fish?
Dude, you know this is a no wake zone, right?
Hey, you know it's been like 18 takes, right?
I don't think I had a lot of expectations when it comes to Oklahoma, but I can tell you one thing. I had never really thought of Oklahoma as being a fishing destination.
Oklahoma suffers from some maybe negative misperceptions. You got the Dust Bowl state. That's what we wanted to try and do this week, is see some parts of the state to show we do have lots and lots of water. Oklahoma has more shoreline than the entire East Coast and the Gulf Coast combined.
First fish of the day, and that did not take long at all. I like about this goat toad from Z-Man is that it's buoyant enough that I can fish it on top, or with a little bit of weight on the hook, I can fish it just subsurface, so I can slow it down and speed it up and kind of get two different approaches. Oh, there's another fish. I'd say that this is a pattern right here. As I was saying, goat toad up top or just under the surface, they seem to be biting.
All right, buddy. He wasn't done with the party yet.
Come on now. There we go. Get over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on fish. So what I'm using is a 5-inch green pumpkin amber laminate Senko, and at the end of it I'm screwing on these little spinners right here, and that's called an MJ rig. So basically just taking the tail end, bite that off, get your spinner. Oh my god, I have lost the spinner. So now I'm gonna see if Ricardo, aka my dad, has any spinners left. Hey Dad.
Yes?
You got any more silver spins?
Maybe.
Bring me one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop what I'm doing. I'm in the middle of doing my own thing, you know, catching fish, having a good time. Broken bow, you gotta love it. And all of a sudden it's, Dad, I need. Is this what you want?
It's great having them out here. I mean, it's really great when it's basically my own portable tackle shop.
Hey, can you bring me some Senkos? Hey, I'm out of spinners.
I'm actually catching fish. Give me the crap. I need it now.
Oh no, it doesn't bother me at all. Because if it wasn't for me delivering tackle to his happy butt, he wouldn't have caught the fish anyway.
This is an MJ rig. This is how you catch the most fish of the trip. That's how we do it.
I don't know why he couldn't just pedal his happy butt over to me and pick some up himself. Meanwhile, just for the record, I'm over here trying to rig up, and what's he doing? He's fishing. Woo! If I hear fish on, I'm liable to just go dump him off his kayak.
Woo! Fish. Aww. It's a love-hate relationship with Senko. Catch big fish, and then you catch these.
One of the big things about kayak fishing is that you are in a smaller boat. You don't have a lot of room to bring a lot of gear. So I want to do a quick tip today with you on how I organize my boat, and this tip is brought to you by NRS. For kayaks, this boat has a ton of storage. I can put things that I don't need very quickly in the bow hatch. And then the cockpit area. Everything is mounted on this track system where I can slide it out of the way when I need to paddle, but have it right at my fingertip when I want to use it. One of the big things that's been popular for years in kayak fishing has been some type of crate. Nowadays we have the YakAttack Black Pack, and it's a great way to have all your tackle stored, so it's really easy to access some of that gear quickly, and then all my rods are across the back. Staying organized, it's going to allow you to make more casts and catch more fish. Don't mind me.
I'm fishing the mouth of this thing, homie home.
My dad got out of his boat. I think he sees a bedfish. Jameson's trying to cast behind him, and they're bantering about something.
If that stays deep enough to pedal back in there, there'll be some fish back in the back.
Exactly.
Or are you going in there, or am I going?
I was gonna go in there.
Well, go in there. There's fish back there, for sure. I was messing with Richard because he was already at the mouth of it. Finally, I just, told him, you can have it. And my plan actually worked out, which was to get ahead of him and take all this water. Fish on. Hey, Jake, I got one. I got one, Jake. Jake, I got a fish, Jake. Jake.
Oh my God, I got a fish too.
Oh, you got a fish too? This looks better than mine.
Catching fish, man. Catching good fish. Maybe he'll learn. This is where the student teaches the master.
So there's just a lot of turtles back up in here. So, as tempting as this is, and I mean it's tempting.
We've got some thunder and lightning over our shoulder. We've had a good morning. We've caught some fish, and I really want to stay out here, but I pulled out my phone and checking the radar. It looks like this thing is building and coming straight for us. So the safe bet here is to head back to the ramp and get off the water. I'm getting wet. Jackson Kayak's Road Trip Angler is brought to you by Jackson Kayak. We are Jackson Kayak. Seaguar, the inventor and perfecter of fluorocarbon fishing lines and leaders. Batson, the best fishing rods start here. Another thing that I was really excited about this trip was to spend some time on the water with Dave Lindo from Oklahoma Kayak.
So the shop, been around about 20 years, and we have a couple stores here in Oklahoma, one in Oklahoma City, one in Tulsa, but we actually have a big customer base all over the country. I don't think you'll find any other place that has as much stuff for paddling in stock in one place. No matter what it is, you're gonna find it here, and we're kind of experts at ciphering down all these boats to figure out which one hits all the check marks for what you're trying to do with it.
So being able to get that knowledge, but also I think the service after you buy the boat is really key. And I know you guys are taking care of your customers.
Hopefully, by getting in an actual paddle shop, they'll have the knowledge to help figure out what is best for you, what's best for your body shape and size, the type of fishing you like to do. Let's make sure it's the right boat for you.
So we made a move, and we're gonna do some river fishing on the lower part of the mountain fork, just below the lake that we fished yesterday. So I'm really excited because I love to river fish, and there's smallmouth bass out there that need catching.
I set my expectations fairly low because I'm not the world's best fisherman. I thought, well, probably not gonna catch any fish.
Before I can even get my kayak onto the water, I hear fish on, and Dave has the first fish of the day.
Fish on! Beginner's luck.
Hold that thing up, that's a nice one.
Not bad for the first cast.
You'll catch another one on that bait I gave you. That thing catches fish.
All right, anybody else need a lesson on how to fish today from the guy who knows nothing about fishing?
I mean, you act like you don't know what you're doing, and then you come out here in 10 seconds, you got a nice fish. So I don't know if I believe anything you're saying. All right, I'm gonna work my way down these cypresses. Get some fresh water that hadn't been mangled. Even though it's not a competition, it's very hard for it not to be a competition. Fish on! While I am always very happy when someone catches a fish, especially if it's a fish they haven't caught before, or it's their personal best, or whatever. But I'd be lying if I said that there's something inside me that doesn't want to go out and catch the first fish, the biggest fish, the most fish. I can't help it. Can't let Dave come out here and outfish me on his first fishing trip with me. but this guy picked it up, wrapped me around a tree.
That's fish on.
Now Dave's on a bigger one. Dang, gotta get back in the game. Not a competition, Dave.
Dang, look at that. That's a fatty. Look at that. We've all been kind of fishing in this current that's right here. Fish like to gather up on each side of it because bait comes down and the bass like to attack from each end. But we'll assume where he's at, he's closer to the bank. There's probably a couple bedding fish over there. Come here, baby. Most of the fish are sitting over here. Dave and I think Jameson caught some in the current, and I'm floating in the current now. I think my segment's done.
These fish live in a river. They live in current constantly. So any little rock or boulder can create that little bit of relief, and it's also typically where they're gonna spawn at. I like to work those seams where the current meets that slack water. Fish on. Yeah. Oh, that is a stud spot. And this is probably one of the thickest and heaviest spotted bass I've ever caught. One of the telltale signs that there's a toothy patch right there on the tongue, that's usually a dead giveaway that it's a spot. This fish is fat. I want to get her back so that she can do her thing. Jackson Kayak's Road Trip Angler is brought to you by Jackson Kayak. We are Jackson Kayak. NRS, catch the adventure. YakAttack, make it yours.
We'll see what kind of critters we run into today. So there's Mount Scott we see in front of us, a big giant mountain coming out of the flat plain.
This is just really cool scenery. One of the areas that we got to fish on this trip was Lake Latonka, and we launched out of Robinson's Land.
Jameson's helping me out quite a bit, showing me what he would rig up for a novice like myself, so we'll see what he comes up with.
I'm gonna give Dave something that I don't think will catch fish, just because I can't have the guy that doesn't fish much outfish the guy that's supposed to be, you know, the host of a fishing show.
You almost done over there, Dad? Is my Snoopy rod ready yet?
I think the Ned rig with a little bit of fluorocarbon Seaguar on there so that they can't see it too easily will be the way to go.
My endeavor is to get the first fish today and beat Jameson to the punch like we had happen yesterday.
Fish on. Oh, it came off.
Very slim chance of that happening, but
Fish on. Oh, come on.
one can try nonetheless.
I should definitely follow that up with a Cinco, but that would not be as fun to watch. Oh! Gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. Fish on. Woo!
Oh, we got some action.
Yeah, on top.
Dang it, didn't beat him to the punch today.
Look at that chunk right there. I'll tell you what, Oklahoma's got fish in it. Woohoo, take it easy, girl. It's a pretty cool lake. I'm already catching some nice fish, man. I didn't have a lot of confidence with the wind and the cold front, but these fish are aggressive. They're on top, reading what I'm throwing. They got no complaints. That's a netter for sure. Yeah! She ain't as long as the other one, but she's fat. Look at this black spot. It's like a heart. Beautiful. Another frogfish. Super, super healthy.
All right, so here's the deal. I'm not saying I'm the best at all.
No pressure. No pressure.
How was it?
Yeah, I did a lot better than you did. Yeah, it was great. This whole week, did a lot better than you guys.
I don't want to say that Jake was talking a lot of smack, but he was talking a lot of smack.
Jake's been talking smack for 2 days. I've been gentle, I've been nice. It's about to end. It's on. This kid. Coming for you.
Fish on.
Daddy's gonna catch another fish.
Dad just caught a fish. And let's just be honest, it's not like it was that big, maybe a pound. So now it's my turn. Woo, look at that. You know, it's kind of nice being able to go to the state I've never fished before and be able to pull out some nice solid 3+ pound bass. But I think the best part about it is being able to go here, fish with my dad, and outfish him every day, every single day. What the just happened?
Got way too complacent catching that first fish of the day yesterday, and today's proving a little tougher for me. Fish on, nice fish, nice one, drone.
That is a nice fish. That's the big one of the trip right there.
Yo.
I'm not giving you my good baits anymore. I don't know how to fish. Oh, look at this 4-pounder.
My strategy's been I've been holding out for the big ones. That's why I haven't been catching anything all day. I don't want the little ones like these guys were catching.
One of the really awesome things about hanging out with Dave on this trip is that I get to see firsthand what his thoughts are to a new boat for Jackson, and it hadn't even been released yet.
So I was in the new NAR, and it was my first time in the boat. My initial reactions is how fast it was. I also liked how stable it was.
And I think no one's demonstrated how stable the NAR is better than Dave Lindo.
Completely stable, jumping jacks, whatnot. Bet I could even stand on my head. Yep, crazy stability.
Now, I'm not sure that the way he's demonstrating it is exactly the way that it was intended to be used, but to each his own.
Yeah, this is going to be a real winner in the Jackson lineup. Folks are really going to gravitate to it.
Hey, you're supposed to be fishing. Jackson Kayak's Road Trip Angler is brought to you by Pride of Bristol Bay. From our nets to your door. InForAdventure.com. Inspiring, educating, and encouraging outdoor adventure. Wiley X. Go confidently.
So out of this whole week-long thing,
Yeah.
out of 5 of us, who's been doing the best?
So, you know, as a parent, you know, you're happy when your kids are excelling at things that they enjoy doing, right? So I'm thrilled to death that you're catching fish. But at the same time, we should have put a bet on this whole thing. You should have.
Should put a bet.
Yeah, we should have
Well,
put a bet.
how about for today?
You want to put a bet for today?
Bet for
Are we
today.
going numbers or size?
Best 3 fish.
Best 3 fish.
Best 3 fish.
Okay.
Obviously standard tournament style.
Yeah.
Pictures, the whole 9 yards. We'll have Jameson judge them by the end of the day.
Is he a certified judge?
I am.
I
You
am.
are.
You may want to
Call
Jameson Redding.
Calling Jameson Redding.
We're in the Wichita Mountains. Really cool scenery, and we got a little bit of a competition going this morning between father and son, with Richard and Jake throwing it down.
Today's the day to see who's really the best.
I'm probably gonna have to just put my head down, focus today, you know, and if he's not looking, I may have to cut some baits off.
They're in here. I just need to figure out how to catch them. Fish on. All right, I have officially caught fish on every body of water we went to now.
Oh, son, let me tell you what. Got a good little start right here, a little 17 3/4. We're gonna catch a few more, see if we can make the competition a little harder for Dad. Hey, man, what are you doing? It's my area.
You're like halfway across the lake, dude. I'm fishing.
Yeah, because we were doing some filming stuff, all right?
That ain't my problem.
I was here first.
To watch Richard and his son just kind of go back and forth throughout the day was pretty funny to watch, especially when Jake started to kind of out-catch Richard.
Hey, Dad,
What?
numero dos.
Well, that's cute.
And now, I'm going hunting.
There we go.
Things are heating up a little bit.
I had a white jackhammer tied on and I did catch a fish on it earlier, but this water is super clear, so I'm gonna switch over to a little bit more natural color.
There we go.
Not really catching a lot of fish or being able to figure out a pattern. It can get frustrating really quick. But if you just take the time to make a change, make a few casts, it only takes one fish to really turn the day around. Yeah. It's a good thing that I'm not competing against those boys, because I'm starting to put some fish on the board.
Yeah, that's really cute.
It is cute. beast. Look at that sucker. I mean, does it look bigger that way? I don't even know. I don't even know. There you go.
And there we have it. That is third fish of the day. Little guy, but gets us closer to winning. Go get beer.
Oh, no. Oh, you're gonna watch a good one here.
For me, when you get on the water, it's not me against Jake or Jameson or anybody else. It's me against the fish. And it's outsmarting the fish, but I'm not gonna let the fish get the better of me.
All right, there you go. Another giant, not so much.
So it looks like 42.75 to 41.25, meaning that the son, Jake, has outfished the father, Richard. But somehow I was declared the judge of the tournament. So I decided that there should be no winner.
We both lost apparently, even though I really won.
Is it a fair judgment? No.
I want to just see them stand out in front of the shop and declare their undying love and affection for me in this show. Plus, I think it's a unique bonding experience. You got it! Well, we've traveled all over Oklahoma and fished a lot of different places, but I still haven't found Bigfoot. So I'm going to go on one last adventure, one last hike, hopefully catch a big fish, and maybe, just maybe, find that Bigfoot.
I've never seen Bigfoot. Maybe I'm a skeptic, but the state of Oklahoma, the Department of Wildlife Conservation, actually has a tag specifically for Bigfoot. Is that weird?
When I told people I was coming to Oklahoma to go fishing, multiple times I was asked, does Oklahoma have fish? Well, I can tell you one thing, Oklahoma has a ton of fish. This place is unbelievable. Even though this was a lot of fun, it is time to hit the road and head to a new location.